This program is brought to you by FanDuel, where we give sports fans the chance to win every day.
Yeah. Man, Pels, post-game recap. Here we go.
First took away. Yes, but this. Get your money's worth now.
Hey, yo. I got my dogs in the building. You know what I'm saying? I got Chaz, I got Chris, I got Five, the mom. I see my dog Five running this morning in the rain. Hey, let me tell you how dedicated my dog is. My dog was running in a torrential downpour. Like, ain't fuck his pace up. He was breathing right. Yeah, bro. Like, he was. My son was just.
You filmed like an R&B video?
I thought about it.
The perfect time.
I should have called y'all. Light Skin Coalition R&B. We would have told.
I pulled up. I technically I did pull up.
Technically, and you went to a spot that's super underrated. I ain't gonna tell them.
So good. Keep that on the tuck. Chris, what's good? How you?
nigga gatekeeping brunch.
We good, bro. Sunday show, bro. Like, what else? What else we need, bro? It's the Sunday show, man. Basketball back.
Yes, sir.
Gotta keep them out, man. Chaz, what's good? How you?
Oh man, I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. 2-0. I'm always happy, man. I'm always happy to get a W.
Man, we gonna talk about it. But before we get to talking about it, I got some news about some things that happened in Australia, man. And gotta talk about a little bit of an injury news that I might have heard of. No sources. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. Just something to talk about, right? So I'm hearing Trey and Herb had a let's say a lower leg issue. I don't know if any of y'all heard the same thing, but if we don't have to get far into the conversation because we hear that they're good. You know what I'm saying? But we just heard some happen.
I think the flight. Wow, first of all, shout out to Australia. Shout out to Melbourne. Shout out to their hospitality. That crowd was electric. They showed major love, man. So shout out to them. It's an interesting demographic out there. But shout out to them. And I think the 20-hour flight kind of caught up to a couple of guys when you consider like the size of these athletes. And I'm sure they took proper preparations, but man, that's a long time to be on an airplane, though. Like that's tough. So I hope the guys.
How long the flight is?
They said it was 20 hours.
20?
Like me, I don't fly past 6 hours. I was like, oh no. Like, let me see what else they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, but 20 hours, I can't even imagine that. Like, that's brutal. But they get paid the big bucks.
Man, I took a 17-hour joint to Thailand. Boy, you talk about boy. I thought I was gonna get arrested, so I kept having to get up and walk around. I knew they was looking like, what's wrong with him? Like,
oh my god,
I can't sit down, bro. And then we went to Paris fought too. Went to Paris like 15. So
Oh yeah, my girl flew out to Paris. She said, yeah.
But anyways, Five, you wanted to talk about the injury situation or lack thereof?
I mean, it's basketball. We'd be foolish to think like something wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Like injuries happen. It's basketball. It's super early in the season. Your body's still trying to get acclimated. You're talking about a guy in Trey Murphy that we initially didn't think he'd be back on the floor, right? Like even this early. So it just might be one of those things that's just catching up, like Lito said. And then you add in a 20-hour flight. Your body's not accustomed to that. It's just not. There's no way to do that. And lo and behold, hey, you might have stepped on somebody's foot. Who knows what? I don't know. But shit happens. If they all right, they all right.
Yeah.
The Herb one is a little spooky to me, only because I ain't see you at all. And I need to know what's going on with this hand wrap. Because this is kind of just going like this is a non-stick. I hope it's just a non-story. But I've seen it like on footage a couple times. I'm like, why? What's up with the hand wrap? Like nobody at least come out and say, oh, it's nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they got a nice break before the next game. I don't think they play against like the 14th or something like that. They got a cool break before the next game. So they'll get time to get, some R&R.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Pels 2-0 in the international preseason joints. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them boys handling their business across the water. They went against SC Melbourne, 127-92. Man, we got a lot to talk about, man. I know, these games don't count per se, but it kind of do. You know what I'm saying? Because any rep you get is a good rep. You know what I'm saying? Especially for a team who got a lot of new pieces. Whether that be veterans that they brought in, rookies, they got a lot to talk about, man. But before I get into player specifics, like y'all saw that y'all specifically liked or did not like?
Yeah, I want to start with the negative because that's what I do.
I love that.
I thought the defensive rebounding was alarming. Gave up a lot of offensive boards yesterday, and it just seemed like it was nonstop, bro. Nonstop. I know we're short on front court players considering Queen's out right now. But at the same time, I don't think this team is built to run one big lineups. Like, shout out to Calvin Jennings, 17 plus offensive rebounds. It was ugly last night. It was real bad. I think this team is currently designed just based on skill set to run two big lineups. And the fact that you don't have a second big in the starting lineup, it really showed his face last night. And shout out to NBL, but I'm like, this is overseas. You wasn't like out physical. It was just like skill and will out there. So when you playing in the NBA and you can't, they really gonna make you pay for it. So I definitely think that's alarming.
Go ahead, Follw.
Yeah, to that point, I thought, again, that's the thing that jumps out at the screen, right? The rebounding. But that's the thing that can be fixed. But that's always been a problem for this team.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, that actually falls on Willie. I know we think like just energy and effort. Like, if that's not like a foundational piece that you guys that need to fix that, like that needs to happen. Where no matter who's on the floor, you can have a bunch of Jose's out there. So you got to be able to rebound the ball to be out there. And if you don't rebound, you shouldn't play. Like that might be the emphasis. He needs to put, like the coach needs to put on this, because it is a liability for you. It's a deficiency for you.
Why people act like why do people like to act like rebounding isn't a part of the game?
It's because they think it's like dirty work, right? Like it's not like one of those things that's super important, but it really is. Like if you stop the other team, that's truly how you stop the other team from scoring.
Right.
Yeah.
Like them shooting a shot, missing, and you getting, that's a stop. That's how you collect the stop. And if you don't see it as that way, if you don't see that as almost just more important to winning, like scoring, I equate those two equally in a sense. Because if I get a stop and I can score and you can't, it's 2 wins for me. I just don't know why people don't see it that way.
So Chaz, what was the positive that you liked?
I really liked the starting unit specifically, and I'm including Saddiq Bey in that.
We got a lot to talk about with Saddiq.
Yeah, man. I thought defensively, I thought the effort was there, especially from Zion, the rebounding last night, and even before that, creating steals and opportunities. It's a lot of gambling going on, trying to get a steal and get out in the fast break. But I think it's because you want to give the people of Melbourne, something cool to like talk about. You want that highlight play. But generally, they seem to already be pretty cohesive. And they, as in Trey, Poole, and Zion, I think all three of those guys' games cater. I think all three of those guys' games complement one another. And I thought Fierce had a really quality bounce back game as well. Still a little concerned about a couple of people in the second unit, but we'll get to that.
No doubt. Follw, you gave your positive or your negative?
That was my negative. It was a piggyback off Chaz, but let's go with the positive.
Talk to me.
Yeah, y'all know who this is?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the crown, the real crown bearer.
Yeah. But he played for the Pelicans. You know that?
Oh, talk to me. Trademark. Hold up. By the way, hold up. This is trademark. So
trademark.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
This is Jordan Poole. That's how I see it. Like Jordan Poole is smarter than I thought. Right? Like he is a artist at heart, right? Like from everything from clothing to playing basketball to the way he moves, the way he posts pictures and videos on Instagram. He is a artist at heart. But he ain't no dummy.
Oh.
Like he is far from it. And the way he plays would give you the impression that like it's all off field. It's all off of, energy. When in all actuality, like, no, he's thinking about this. There was a clip of him. Shout out to the folks that posted on Twitter, but there's a clip of him speaking about like one of the ATOs that the opposing team displayed, and they were able to get a really good shot out the corner. He was like, maybe we can implement the fact that you remember that, and that happened like in the first half. Like, oh, we could take something from them. Like you're thinking about that at this, like you just blew out a team in Australia, and like you're thinking about that because like, yo, we might need this. You've seen this before. You've seen instances where you've been on a team, hopefully the Golden State Warriors, the championship team, where you played a team and they did something like, oh wow, we could take from them. We've been preaching that for a long time. Like, take from what people do well and try to implement it yourself so you can benefit from it. So a guy like Jordan Poole, man, I think he's an artist, but is a really intelligent artist, and he's misunderstood probably a lot of times. But I'm of one that I did not think he was this of a high IQ person or player. That told me a lot, to be honest.
Why you think Jordan Poole has a stereotype of not having a high IQ?
Well, I don't think it's him not having a high IQ. I'm not gonna say it's a stereotype.
No, I agree. No. I put stereotype on it because it's like I feel like the consensus about him is not from us, but just from the people on Twitter or on the stands watching the game.
It's the way he plays, right? Yeah. It's this the erratic shots, right? Like the dribbling, the finesse. It feels like he's playing off field when in all actuality, he's probably thinking about everything that he's doing. There is a purpose to it, hopefully, to it all. A message to the madness, right? Or a method to the madness, per se. So he probably got that, based off what he was doing in Golden State, because he was allowed to do it, and then went to Washington, did some of the similar things. But if he's a person that's thinking about these, working on these things, I wouldn't be mad that he's taking these pull-up threes, because if that's what he's practicing, let him rock.
Hey, you know what? Let's. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the game, but since we're talking about Jordan Poole, like, which version of Jordan Poole do you think the Pelicans are actually getting? The Golden State version, which I would say is a third scorer, more efficient than he was in Washington, but the guy in Washington turned into a volume scorer and more of a facilitator for others. So which version do you think we get?
It's a really good question. I think you're going to get I don't want to give you a bailout answer and say a combination. So I'm going to say the Wizards. I'm going to say the Warriors, because playing with a lot of talent, man. Playing with a lot of guys who need and deserve the basketball. Like, you got your Zion, you got your Trey Murphy. And if you what up, Trey? If you you look at him with the Wizards, he had to do everything. Kuzma didn't really show up for him. Brock didn't, wasn't really much of a thing there. So I think with him coming to the Pelicans, he doesn't have to necessarily carry the load. But I think if you consider him as the guy with the Wizards, but with a longer leash, pause, I think that's still, a guy with the Warriors, but with a longer leash, pause, I think that's still a hell of a player, because you're going to get more minutes, you're going to be starting, but you're also going to be playing against tougher competition. Not that it matters, but, if you could score, you can score. But I think you're going to see more of that Warriors guy. Kind of got a swag back.
What you think, Follw?
I'm gonna say this. I think this is a chance for him to be Steph. It sounds wild. And let me
I know what you mean.
Because when you're in Golden State, like you can't be Steph, right? Like you can't like that. He's on his own. Like you can sometimes be in his shadow, right? And like step into his shoes a little bit when he's off the court, but it's always going to be his team. And then when you got to Washington, there wasn't like the foundation in place for you to really have that. Like, yeah, you can shoot any shot you want, but you need way more than that. Like you probably realize like, oh, I had it really good in Golden State. Yeah. I had it better than what I thought in Golden State. And now he might be around similar talent in New Orleans, like a higher caliber talent in New Orleans compared to what he was in Washington and to a lower degree what he had in Golden State. So it's like, okay, now I can be the man, a part of it, like a part of the nucleus with, players of my same ilk that want to get better at basketball and our games mesh with each other. So I can see it where I know Chad said it's a combination, but that's a cop out, but I can see it truly is a combination of both. Like you had to learn from the mistakes in Washington. You don't want to go necessarily back to that, but you do want the things that you did learn in Washington and what you learned from in Golden State to kind of meet here in New Orleans.
I agree. I think he could be a catalyst, on and off the court, specifically, I was going to say the young guys, but really for Zion too.
Yeah.
Because like, everybody know, like if you could really give me all the game in the world, but like if I don't respect your game like that, whatever it is, it could be gear, it could be your clothes, it could be how you talk. If I don't respect it, I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
But Jordan Poole it's so funny because he got one of them type of games to where like the older generation can appreciate it, the younger generation appreciates it, analytics hate it, but like that ain't how we watch basketball because you take the value out of basketball like that. You got to give somebody who got his ability to create. You called him an artist. I mean, bro, he had a reverse layup the other night.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful. It was no other way to describe it. It was like a work of art. Like the amount of like finesse that he put into it. You know what it is? It's like character. He talking without even saying a word. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, my bad.
No, I was gonna echo what you said. It's funny you say that because he's also, to me, he's the de facto leader on the floor. Like if you watch that first game, the second game, especially on defense, he calling out everything. He's telling people where to go. And this is without Herb being on the floor. So he's a very, very vocal guy, which is dope for a lot of reasons. Because, you see them kind of embracing that more. This is and shout out to DJ, man. Him and Trey Murphy working on this this mini series or like this reality show. Yeah, on YouTube. A Day in the Life of 2-5, and just seeing these dudes' chemistry and how they rock with one another, it just wasn't used to seeing that. Like it was, I don't play into the whole vibes shit. I don't play into that.
I hate it.
But these dudes, they really get along. They get along, and they cool. Like they seem to be a tight knit group to say they just met, and I think that's going to pay major dividends.
It's wild. It kind of reminds me of us.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Like I didn't know y'all.
Right.
But as soon as we started like just talking, like, oh, all right, cool, bet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it when you could tell that it's genuine, right? Mm-hmm. From afar. Like you ain't gotta be in the room to know. If you see, you know. And I think although it's basketball, but chemistry matters. Off the court, chemistry matters. Big time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lito. I was gonna say I think you see it with somebody like Jimmy Butler a lot of the time. It's like, dog, nope, it don't work nowhere you go. Like in the end, getting to the finals cool, but no cigar. You got there though. Shout out to Jimmy a dog in the playoffs. Shout out to him, no disrespect to him. But it's like everywhere you go, Like everywhere you go.
The message, it get overbearing at a certain point. It's kind of like Chris Paul.
Yeah.
The messaging just kind of get like overbearing at one point. You know what I'm saying? What's one thing about Jordan Poole game that you didn't know he had, or something that surprised you?
What Chaz talked about, the defense, because like from afar it would seem like he just cares about shooting. He just cares about offense. But if he's calling out sets like on the floor, and he's not known for his defense, like truth be told, like he doesn't have to, like he shouldn't. It should be the center's job necessarily, right?
Right.
But if he's doing it from the guard position, all right, you must watch, you must see this before it happens. Like you have to know. You're not far back, so you don't see everything developing. You just see it from your peripheral. That lets me know a lot, man. I'm telling you, like he's way smarter than I thought. I'm super excited now about like what he can possibly bring. And if you're Jeremiah Fears, bro, you need to sit next to him everywhere. Everywhere.
I think what was interesting is kind of like that post game that Five referencing, and shout out to Kendall for bringing this up. And you notice he didn't say I talked to Willie Green. He said I talked to one of the coaches about installing that ATO. I think that's a major indictment on Willie Green. But to me, what that shows is one thing that surprised me about him is his leadership and how much initiative that he takes. I think that's very impressive, especially coming from where he's come from. Like you would think, oh man, the Wizards then humbled me, humbled from a negative standpoint, not humbled him like he had an ego or something, but humbled him to like, man, I just want to go somewhere. I'm just happy to be here, But he's like, nah, I'm not just happy to be here. I want to win, and I want to win big, So I definitely appreciate that, him being as vocal as he is, and look, if Zion, ain't nothing wrong with having more than one leader. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, if you show up on the court, I don't care who the leader is.
Facts.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So I think he could be a absolutely a positive influence on this entire roster in Jordan Poole.
Because like it's one thing to have a one voice that we all respect, but it's another thing like what if that person not available?
Then what? Yeah,
you only as a team you're only as strong as your weakest link. So you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you would want everybody to have some sort of accountability for this. Like, man, I ain't about to, like, I think the one thing, you listen to Joe Dumas that has talked. He said a couple things about Polo Joe. Yeah. Uncle Joe said a couple things about two guys. He said, he sent Fears to be with Poole because he said the way Jordan Poole practices, you can't loaf with that. And then he sent Queen to be with Looney. And he said the same thing. Like he practices, they don't really practice hard anymore. It's not
in the NBA.
Yeah, you just go through the motions. But anyways, Jordan Poole had 20 points in 17 minutes. He needed 7 shots to get 3 field goals and 8 free throws. I'll tell you the part about his game for me.
What's that?
I didn't realize he had. I didn't realize he was. I'm about to say this phrase. I'm not calling it. It's not disrespectful. How I'm saying it is not disrespectful. I'm just. I'm saluting it basically. I didn't realize he was such a free throw merchant.
You need that though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not disrespectful. I respect it. Play the game.
Yeah, and you know who needs to see that? Zion.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, we trying to win. I don't care about you trying to fight through. Hey, bump all that. We're trying to win the game. So you need to see it. And I think Zion, I think he can shoot 75% from the line this season or better.
Ooh.
Right? And the way he attacks the rim, like he should shoot no less than 10 free throws a game. Like I don't see that as being far-fetched. I think I'm probably lowballing it, to be honest. Like Jordan Poole is a positive for this team, way more than we thought initially.
Yeah. Man, it's a lot to talk about. I'm trying to see. I guess let's talk about Saddiq Bey. Let's talk about Saddiq, man. I'm a been a Saddiq Bey fan for a minute, so I'm happy to see him just back on the floor. Especially if you've ever been injured before, like playing a game or just injured in life. You know what I'm saying? To get back to what you doing, what you love. Man, Saddiq was like 3 for 3 at one point from 3. Like Buddy was shooting that bit so easy. It was like I started looking around like, see, Saddiq Bey feels like a player the Pelicans have always seemed to need. I can't explain that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying though. To me, I think when you look at like how he was releasing some of the shots, like leaning, and some of them were kind of erratic. I think with this kind of shaping up to be with the addition of Poole and Saddiq Bey, and I think Bey, he's just Saddiq, he just following Poole's lead in this regard. Just this is the fun team. Like this is the fun principal, your teacher out of town team.
Substitute.
Substitute team. Like you can just kind of do what you want because I'm a fan of Saddiq Bey. Been a fan for a while. I really wanted them to get Saddiq Bey from Detroit, and I thought he was balling in Atlanta. I think Saddiq Bey. What I thought. Oh, shout out to our dog 504 boy with the sawbuck. We appreciate you, big round. Appreciate you, my dog. I think Saddiq Bey is going to play a lot of stretch forward for this team. Saddiq Bey was rebounding. There was one sequence, bro. I think Missi got the block. Saddiq Bey chased down, rebound, saved the ball from going out of bounds, and I think they might have tossed it up ahead for a bucket. But Saddiq Bey was everywhere these past 2 games. Even when he wasn't scoring, he was affecting plays. And I think he's going to be a quality contributor for this team moving forward.
Man, before you start, I just want to say I just got to give Chad his flowers, bro, because the next question, could Saddiq Bey be the answer at the small ball for? Man, good, man. It's good. Go ahead, Follw.
Nah, I watched y'all's morning show the other day, right? And y'all was saying how, Saddiq ain't 215, right? He not 215 pounds. And I was like, well, probably not, right? Like, dude, probably a little heavier than what most, but I think it's necessary, right? Like he remind me of Najee to a certain degree. Like, but it's not as sporadic, right? Like almost like he went to private school a little bit. If that makes sense. Like he knows how to play basketball. It's like you don't have to really like tell him much. Like his role is his role, and it's always been that. And those people are super necessary for a good basketball team. Like he's a smart player. You don't really have to teach him. He can go over the game plan. He can guard 2 through, probably guard a 1, maybe 2 through 4 sometimes. He can cause havoc. He can stretch the floor. He can finish. So like having people like that are, interchangeable in said roles, like you need that. Like you need just a bunch of guys like that. And I think, again, having a guy like him and then having a guy like Peavy, again, to kind of match that. Like everybody needs somebody that this is what you're trying to hoop like, right? Like that's, I don't know. It's a good addition.
I bet I ain't see my dog down there, man. What's good? What's
what up, Chris?
Chris, you all right, bro?
Man, look, before I start breaking something, we just gonna see if this shit end up working, because I promise you there's about to be some equipment broke left and right in this motherfucker.
Chris, I'm gonna text you a link to this product I'm talking about.
Dog,
look, I know exactly how you feel. Yeah,
man, tough. It don't make no sense, bro. Never mind. What we talking about?
We're talking about my bad. Go ahead, Lito. My bad.
We talking about Saddiq Bey, bro. Like we I guess what's your thoughts on Saddiq? Do you have how did you feel about his play the other night?
First thing is I learned what a brick shit house is.
Bro,
what is
I read that thread, bro.
Y'all never heard that expression?
No.
Look, son, hold on, no. I've heard brick house.
Yeah,
like from the 70s. I ain't never heard shit brick house. I ain't heard that. I don't know what that means.
Because why? Why you gotta be a fit brick house?
But apparently that's what Saddiq Bey built like.
No, you still not describing what the shit brick house is.
Well, I ain't never seen one. It's like a little. It's like a little outhouse looking thing, dog. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it stands like by itself. But they kept saying like saying it's a unit, and that's when I left the conversation.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, so it's an outhouse. That's made of bricks.
Yeah. Type shit. Yeah. Nah, dog. But Saddiq, man, Saddiq fun to watch play basketball, dog.
Yep.
Like he just because it's always good to add role players and like they really like know who they are, but fit exactly what you need. And Saddiq's a dude that you ain't really got to shift nothing for him. He knows, where to be on the floor. He knows he can shoot the ball. He knows his role is to shoot the ball. He knows like he got good timing for like when's a good time to score. Like simple shit when it comes to playing the game. So like there's a part, I think second quarter. He hits, I got it. I think he hit 2 threes in a row. And this is something that typically would not have happened on previous teams. But there's a such thing as a heat check. And it should not take just a point guard should not be the only one to provide said heat check. Saddiq gets the ball and Saddiq waves it off. But everybody know what this is. I hit 2 in a row. I'm shooting this next one.
The fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Like just, but it's supposed to look like that, bro. So I mean, and I think more than anything, he had the basketball this game. The first game he really didn't have the ball. He was playing, he was in the starting lineup with another scorer that needed the ball and Trey Murphy. So it was like, what exactly were you gonna get when you got limited opportunities? This game totally different. He made the best of it, got one of the prettiest jumpers you're gonna see. And he gonna be somebody, bro, that's gonna close games for this team because he's so interchangeable between the 3 and the 4. And when they run them small lineups when they have to, Saddiq gonna be out there, man. So like a professional, just another smart professional role player.
Let me ask y'all this. Do you feel like Chad, you about to say something?
Question. You go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's all good.
Would y'all cut Jordan Hawkins? Just cut him?
Nah, you can't afford to.
Yeah.
You can't afford to.
But the fact that we're asking this question though.
Oh, we gonna talk about that brother too. Hold on.
I mean,
hold up, wait. Hold up.
I don't want to derail the conversation. That's why.
We're gonna get to that. Before we get to that, shout out to Lala, man. Shout out to Lala. We was talking about that young man on skates, man. He
everybody
that got a family. That man got a family. Chris, we was talking about Jordan Poole artistry. And five called him Basquiat. That's how we got here.
Yeah. Before that, did you break the news about the injuries?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right. So
we talked about it.
So everybody know that they should be good for opening night.
I ain't say the opening night part, but go ahead on.
Yeah. So breaking news for those that didn't know here. I know everybody keep asking about the injuries and everything here. We learned from a source that Jose allegedly, because what can't go wrong will go wrong. But everyone wondering about Looney, Herb, Trey, Jose, they should all be ready to go for opening night. Now, if you've been watching / covering this team, you know that could change in an instant. But from what we're told, they all should be good. I don't know what that means for the rest of their preseason, but they all went through different injuries. Well, Trey was the only one that you didn't necessarily see him get hurt on the floor or Herb. But Looney and both Jose had some injuries that looked kind of bad, but they both should be good to go. That's it.
I was gonna ask y'all before we moved on from Saddiq Bey. Do y'all feel like he's reached his ceiling? Do you think there's another layer of getting better for Saddiq Bey?
Maybe more efficient from beyond the arc, because he's always been like, never been like a sniper shooter, but he's like quintessential 3-and-D guy. I think if he could just become more efficient from beyond the arc, get into those high 30s, then yeah. But I kind of think that's where it stops. Like I don't think he got like another gear to him or nothing. But I do think if he could become more efficient from beyond the arc, that would open up quite a bit more for him. Like even more for him.
I'm before y'all answer, I'm asking that because I'm looking at his career high. He averaged 16 a game in Detroit, right? In that season, he wasn't great. His field goal percentage wasn't great. He shot sub 3, but I mean he was 82% from 3. He was 82%
from 3.
No, I'm sorry.
Free throw line.
I'm sorry.
I was like, God.
I'm sorry. Free throw line. But
about to shot 2.
My bad. But now five, Chris, y'all think he has anything left? Like there's another ceiling, or do you think it is what it is? And then that's not bad if it is because he knows his role,
right?
Well, look, I think what you could say, because he's 26 years old, you could be saying like his ceiling may not mean that he has to have a career best year statistically. It could just mean the perception of him changes. So like a guy I think of as like KCP, Karlo Matkovic. KCP from his earlier days in Detroit to his first time in LA was totally different from the dude that was at the second time in LA to Denver and then who eventually got to Orlando. Right. It was Orlando. Yeah. So KCP is one of them guys or like a Danny Green, to where you start thinking of these guys are like winning players because of like what they do. Saddiq has that type of skill. A James Posey, not the one that played in New Orleans, but I'm just thinking of wings. I'm thinking of wings that got that level of credit to where no matter where they was gonna be at, you feel like your team improved and they will plug and play simply because you knew what to expect from them. And I think Saddiq now, like Detroit, what was it? Washington, Atlanta, now New Orleans. Like I think he got to find consistency, and if he finds consistency and he's healthy again, if the perception changes of him just being a dude that's that's a volume scorer, that might raise his ceiling alone. Because we're talking about a dude that can play well into his mid-30s if he wanted to at that level.
Bob, you have something to say?
My bad. Yeah, it's that, Chris. I think he can be like KCP is like the example I had in my mind. Like work your way to a 50-40-90 type player, right? Where you're getting to the line, you're shooting a lot of corner threes, open threes, wing, being super aggressive on defense, just being a very smart, versatile basketball player. More of that, because I don't know if there are any more roles to fill in the NBA now, right? Everybody's pretty much in a box, so it's best to be at the top of said box. That way, when it does come around, like you become a winning player around the league, people will sign you or you'll be sought after.
Chaz, you brought up brother Hawkins, man. Let's just go ahead and talk about our brother, man. Hawk, he shot 2 from 8 from 3 the other night. Scored 10 points. But I tell y'all what I found interesting. Ray Allen gave a little interlude, during the game. And one of the things that I thought was very interesting was he said that he wished Hawk reached out to him when he's going through slumps. Now, I'm not saying that verbatim, but it was some of that magnitude. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was just he was just basically ended it like, I'm a resource.
Use me. So the I forget who's doing the broadcast with him, but he asked Ray if guys called him to work out. And he said, nah, not really. And then Ray went into the into the Jordan Hawkins thing. He said, but Jordan, for example, like, hey, I'm not with you every single day. I don't know every day everything you're going through day to day, but I'm a resource. Like, call me, like use me for that. That's the context.
I found that interesting because, like, why would you, if it felt like he was a little annoyed by it?
You know what? I'm annoyed by it too. And I'll tell you why. Because I used this example before. That's like Ninth Ward legend. That's like Marshall Faulk saying, man, I don't know why Chaz don't hit me up. And, I'm a legend here. Chaz, call me, bro. I can teach you the game. But for what? Jordan Hawkins stinks. Like, he just fucking stinks. Like, I'm sorry. I was stalling him out. I've been stalling him out for years now. I can't do it no more. He's ass. Dude, not good. He had 10 points on 10 shots. And I'm tired of this motherfucker getting ripped in the backcourt. How are you a guard getting ripped in the backcourt like this? How is this happening? A part of it was Karlo's fault because Karlo should have just dribbled the ball into the front court. He gives it back to Hawkins. Not only does he get ripped, how you keep ending up on the ground when you're a grown man? How you keep ending up on the fucking floor, man? Get this dude up out of here, man. Enough is enough. We should have kept Antonio Reeves. I'm tired of it. That second unit is in trouble. That dude look frail out there. He just don't look right. He just don't look right out there. He just looks totally destined for a third world country. He just looks totally destined for a third world country. He just don't look like he should be playing in the States. He just look bad, dog. Like, it's to me, I was hoping that because he came out, he do this every time. He tricks me every time. That's why I'm upset. He hit the first shot every fucking time. I'm like, all right. It wasn't even a good shot. It was a confident shot, made the motherfucker. I'm like, he do for, all right, there we go. Okay, got a steal, kicked it up, you know what I'm saying? Steal, assist, making plays, cool. Shit the bed the rest of the day. This shit the bed. I'm like, dog, the competition ain't gonna get no easier. You like, who you think you about to play next? The WNBA? The competition ain't not getting any easier for you. You stunk it up in the summer league. You stinking it up in the league. You stinking it up overseas on another continent. Where you think you gonna go next? Like, where you think we going next with this? Like, where you think we going next? It's just, I can't take it no more.
So hold up, Chris. Hold up, Chris. One second.
Y'all niggas worship him.
Certain people, they should give internet. I guess I'm one of them. But yeah, Hawk, I don't think Hawk really play all that bad, man. That play where he doesn't get the ball over half court, and yes, partially that's Karlo's fault. Karlo just pass it, just go past half court, dribble past half court.
Chris, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the rule kind of like, I find a guard. If you're a big man, just find a guard, get the guard the ball.
Yes.
And if this was like a one-time thing with Hawkins, I'd be like, it happens.
Because you are a guard. You're not supposed to be like, oh shit, it's me. Like, no, and this why, look, I think the remedy for Hawkins, and it will make his life easier and everyone else's life easier. He needs to simplify his game and his thought process about what he's doing on the floor.
Yeah.
If Hawkins simply changes if he simply puts his mind towards transition threes, spot ups, and pull up middies off of closeouts offensively and attacking the glass every now and then, he'll play 6 to 10 years in the league. He don't have to do anything else more than that. But Hawk gets in this thing sometimes to where he feels like, because he's a guard, he has to dribble, he has to create, and he can't. It's not a strong suit. And it makes him look, it puts them in bad situations because you just see so many possessions to where the shot clock gets down to 10 and so on and so forth. And it's like, Hawk, find the point guard. Unfortunately, even if we were in a perfect world, we would like you to be able to get your own shot there. You're not able to do that. But guess what, though? I wouldn't expect Duncan Robinson to do it. I wouldn't expect Doug McDermott to be able to do it. If I give these guys, I'm just throwing shooters movement shooters, whoever off the top you can think of. I'm not expecting them to be able to create their jumper or create their shot in the pinch. And Hawk can't either, guard or not. But if he simplifies it simply to those three things, because the shots that he made throughout these both preseason games, it was transition, it was spot up, and it was close out, pump fake, get to his sweet spot, which is like that free throw line area.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
That. Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all he has to do. And I guarantee you, if he does that, he'll be just fine. Because the problem, Chaz, and this is where you're not wrong in regards to suggesting that they just better off without him. Should they cut him? They desperately, especially with the way that they look to be playing right now, with how much they're moving the ball, and like the shot's gonna be there. And they need his ability, specifically from three. You just don't have enough of it. And even if the bar is low with Hawkins succeeding, you need him out there. I can't, you got to take the good and the bad with that for now.
Can I give y'all some advanced shooting? What's up, Bob?
I'll wait for the numbers.
All right, so this all right. So per the advanced analytics, he was one of the worst 50 players in the NBA last year. Also, he had, this is purely analytics, this is not me. Also, he had a worse 2 first seasons than Kyra Lewis.
Kyra didn't even play 2 fulls. Like, this is the thing. I'm sorry. Like, I'm passing the 5. The only thing that's getting me for is with Hawk compared to like Duncan Robinson or Joe Harris or like even Malik Beasley is at least they can shoot. Like, you can't even shoot. In the past 2 preseason games, but Hawk shot 2 for 8 from beyond arc for 25%. And he shot 1 for 4 from beyond arc for 25%. First game, 46% from the field. Second game, what's that? 33% from the field. And it's like, bro, you're not. In the second game, at least, well, the first game, he got to the free throw line, so that's good. And he got 5 rebounds. So I think I do think he's an excellent rebounder. It's just like, my God, dog. It's just, you could get somebody off the street. It just seemed like it just, you can get 35. What's dude named Doyle from Melbourne?
Milton Doyle.
Milton Doyle.
He gonna get him shots up. Yeah.
This is like, man.
Bob, how much patience should we have for the brother? Is that what? My bad. You was about to say what you was about to say.
Patiently.
I include that in the answer, man.
Go ahead,
dog. I vividly remember having a conversation about Jordan Hawkins in year 1 with a trainer that was training some high-profile players on the Pelicans. He didn't train for the Pelicans. He was doing it on the side. Like, that's his full-time job. We had multiple debates, and I was like, Jordan Hawkins, he needs to develop something else outside of shooting. That was my premise for the argument. And he says, no, he needs to just strictly focus on shooting. I said, you know more about basketball than I do. I will not sit here and say that. But my thing is, as we both know, with shooting, it comes and goes, right? It comes and goes, right? One night the really good players that shoot a lot, right? They're just more consistent at it. And to be that, you got to be able to shoot. But also, with those players that are really good shooters, they have other facets to their game. We bring up Doug McDermott and Duncan Robinson and Joe Harris. All 3 of those players are 6'6" and above. Jordan Hawkins is 6'4". You can't be 6'4" and can't dribble. Like, they're already sizing out. Oh, I can't pass it again. Not yet. They're already sizing out small guards that can't shoot. Right? Now you're 6'4" and you can't dribble. Now, and you're inconsistent with your jumper. What other value do you bring to your basketball team. And when you don't do that, you get put in the box. And now, if you don't make your first three, you're probably getting pulled. That's why the first three is so important for you. But now you're shooting 10 shots and only 10 points. Now you're not efficient. So what's the point of you being here? And I've been a huge advocate for Jordan Hawkins. You have not gotten better. You have not added anything to your game. You haven't gotten bigger. You haven't gotten stronger. You haven't gotten faster. You haven't gotten more athletic. Nothing. You don't play defense well, and you continue to get ripped. Like, you're from Maryland. You're from the East Coast. East Coast guards are a fucking thing. And you can't dribble. You don't have a basic dribbling package just to beat pressure. Like that is asinine for a guard.
All right.
But also,
no, I'm sorry.
I look at your player development people like, yo, who's telling you, like, matter of fact, the fact that you got the ball put in your hands, that's not the first time that has happened, though. You got the ball put in your hands in practice. Gotta be. Right? Like, that has to happen in practice. But you can't beat pressure? I'm pretty sure Jose has probably picked you up full court
multiple times.
And you haven't developed anything to beat pressure. But again, this isn't just a Jordan Hawkins thing. Kira Lewis is getting ripped too.
Yep.
So exactly, like, we got to start pointing out to, like, who's the real culprits here, and it's mismanagement of players.
Like, oh, go ahead, Leo.
No.
No, you had a question.
No. This is not. Go ahead.
My bad. I was gonna say, like, even shout out to Cole. When you look at this, like he said, so many shooters he could work with: Kyle Korver, Ray Allen, even JJ Redick, right? I think about a guy like Jimmer Fredette. Whoa, what up, Trey? My dog Trey in the building. I think about Jimmer Fredette, for example, right? And I was like, well, damn, Jimmer got to the NBA. He just couldn't hit shit. But in college, he was a monster, and overseas, he's a monster. My thing is, with the player evaluation, whoa, what up, Savage? I don't understand it, because I'm like, Hawk wasn't incredibly efficient in college either, and he wasn't incredibly efficient, like, in high school necessarily. So what exactly did you draft him to do aside from develop him and, like, work with some of the things he has, build on some of his intangibles and create more tangibles? But the fact that you haven't been able to do that thus far, and he skipped summer league, but he show up now looking like he needed to be playing basketball somewhere, it just looked, no, he didn't look bad, but the thing is, he looked replacement level. And he can't be replacement level this year. He just can't be. He has to be a factor with that second unit, because shout out to Saddiq Bey, but we putting a lot of stock in Saddiq Bey, considering you was the 14th pick. You were a lottery pick. This your third year, this contract year, you know what I'm saying? And they got, we cut a couple people that's probably better than you. You know what I'm saying? We probably could have got a guy on the minimum that could be better than you. Matt Ryan was, in my opinion, better. Antonio Reeves is better. You know, there's a couple two-way guys that may be better. I don't know. Micah Peavy got more versatility to his game than you at this stage. He's also an older player. So I'm like,
but Hawk is too.
Yeah, Hawk is an older prospect as well. And it's like, bro, you making what, 4 point, I can count this pocket, but you making like 4.7. We could get the roof fixed with that money. We could do something. We could get the carpet shampoo with that money. We could use that money. We could go get a nice player for that $4 million. And you staying another joint.
But my bad, Lito. Go ahead. My fault.
Nah, dog, go ahead. I could, it's cool.
My bad, dog. It's just, it's frustrating, dog, because I feel like we saw this.
Yeah.
Like, we saw this. We've been predicting this. You draft somebody, like, just any organization, you draft somebody at 14, right? That's not a finished product, right? They're not a top 5 guy. They're not a 6 through 10. They're 1 through 11 through 15. Like, usually those guys are, like, you need them to perform. Like, they have a necessarily NBA skill set, but you probably have to invest a little bit more into those people, because they're not, like, there's a reason why they weren't a top 10 pick. There's a reason why. There's something else that's missing. You invested that pick into a guy, and you didn't invest more into him.
Yeah.
You just said go get it on your own, but you're paying money for it. It's like you subscribing to some service and just like, I don't watch Netflix, but yet you paying for it.
Right.
So you might as well just get rid of it, right?
Man, y'all know DeAndre Jordan, a free agent?
I didn't know that. I'm surprised he didn't retire, but him,
Russ.
Dwight, a couple guys haven't like formally retired, I don't believe, right?
Yeah, I don't
Dwight?
think he's
Like how?
Did Dwight formally retire?
But he in the Hall of Fame. He had to retire.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Because can you be because LeBron in the Hall of Fame?
But LeBron in the Hall of Fame because he
The
was on
team
that
shit,
team.
right?
That wasn't. It's not.
Oh, I thought he was in the Hall of Fame just because he was in there.
No.
Man, look, I was gonna say this about Hawk before we move on. My comparison I was about to say was Duncan Robinson, 5. Just thinking of a undersized shooter.
He's 6'7".
No, that's crazy. I thought about that after I said he is 6'7". Damn, fuck.
All the undersized like guards I can think of had some kind of dribble. Like I'm thinking like this, like forgive me, but like Gary Neal.
I remember Gary Neal.
Yo,
You know, but again, off the top of my head, I'm just trying to think of dudes.
Gary Neal was with the Spurs, right?
Yeah.
That one time.
Yeah.
He was a shooter.
You know,
he could
crazy.
shoot too.
Fucking
You know,
guy,
but
remember
again, he
Gary
was an
Neal.
actual shooter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Like this, Hawk,
Nigga
this
sick,
position
yo.
you put us in. I listen. I ain't do this. He did this. You know what I
Ty
mean?
Jerome.
Oh shit! Don't even. I mean,
Handle though.
That's why I brought up. He got handle. He can shoot.
Handle though.
That's brought up.
but Ty can move the ball. And you know what? Y'all do bring up some good points, and I think the game has the game of basketball has evolved so much to where everybody has to almost have the ability to be a combo guard.
Yeah.
Like there isn't a you know, if he was 6'7" or 6'8", it may not matter as much. But being 6'5", being 6'4", and specifically being in the backcourt, you have to be able to do something with the ball. And I think with Jordan, until he gets there, he has to know his limits. Like, so that means just dribbling for the sake of dribbling isn't it. I got to be able to figure out something in 3 dribbles if I'm Jordan. And if it's a step back, cool. But I got to be able to figure it out immediately within my limits, because you look silly and foolish trying to be on the move, knowing that isn't your game. I think, though, again, his best strength, man, got to be in transition and rebounding the ball. If he can do that and take advantage of the things that he at least looks like he does well, he could be useful for this team with the way they look like they want to play so far.
I'm not even my bad, Lito. I'm not even saying like he needs like an elite handle. He can have like a Gary Payton type handle. Like Gary Payton wasn't crossing nobody over like that. He was just controlling the game. Yo, you not stealing the ball from me. I'm gonna put my body between you and the ball. Like that's all he was doing. Just don't get the ball stolen. You can't be the reason for turnovers. You can miss a shot. I ain't really tripping off the shots, but turning the ball over as a guard, that's a sin.
Yeah. You can't be undersized and not be able to dribble, man. Like that's like a sin. That's a mortal sin. Like that shit in the Bible, man. But 5, you and the trainer, y'all both was right. He needed to hone in on shooting, and he needed to also develop another ability. He didn't get better at either one of those. You can't be considered a sniper in the NBA and you got a 34% career shooting percentage. Like it just it don't go that way. You got to have added something at this point, bro. Like
that's cool.
Or at least be elite in the archetype that got you here.
It's looking real overseas this right now, and come back to the pros when you're 30 type shit for him. Like that's what it's starting to look like.
Chris Dunn.
All right, man. Can we talk about somebody who's been playing good?
Let's talk about him.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, that boy Missi.
Shout out to my dog Yves, man.
Hey, man. That boy Missi. He paying beast.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Interesting.
He playing well.
Huh?
He playing well, man. You act like you had something to do with it, man. Shut up, man.
I didn't?
No, man, get out of here.
It wasn't me?
Shooting in the gym.
It wasn't me? I thought it was me the whole time. You were trying to trade him for a bag of basketballs.
Well, because like, you know, I would trade anybody. It's not really like that. It ain't really, you know, that in depth with me. I just, you know, like, but I will say for him, I've been impressed, dog. I've been impressed. I'm talking about even, you know, FIBA basketball. Like, just he's just, that dude is progressing, you know, leaps and bounds from when I saw him in college to where he is now. I'm saying this on wax. Like bruh. So the other day he had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Bruh, before I get deep into the stats, what's y'all thoughts on Missi?
Missi, my dog. I support Missi. I think Yves Missi has a lot to offer. I think he's incredibly talented. I think Yves Missi's offense looked excellent. I think his help defense, weak side defense, looked good. I just think Yves got a long way to go on a defensive rebounding end. Like when you told me he has, like just now he had 6 rebounds,
yeah,
I wouldn't have believed it if you didn't just send me that. Because I just, man, like if at a certain point, because I understand what Five is saying, like, man, at a certain point, Willie got to just make it a point of emphasis. And I'm like, I don't know. And Willie, my guy, you know, I'm rolling with Willie, but in the meantime, like, in the meantime, I kind of want. I need somebody that can rebound on the court with Yves Missi. Because I'm just like, look, man. In the short term, that's just not who you are. I can dig it. I can respect it. This is just your second year. We're gonna work on it. But man, we gotta get. We need a Josh Hart type guy that can crash the boards, man, and help Yves Missi with the rebounding. Just another big that can at least take up space because Yves must have gave up like 15 offense. Like it seemed like all the offensive boards was on him last night in that second half. It was just bad. But offensively, I think he's making strides. Like had a nice alley to Peavy. You know, even another guy, one step can put the ball on the floor a little bit. One step, he's to the rim, slam dunk. I'm happy with his progress on the offensive end.
Chaz, can he dribble better than Jordan Hawkins?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
This shit is over.
But he be with the guard whisperer. I don't know who Jordan Hawkins be with, but he be with the guard whisperer.
Man, Chris Shine, dog. Go ahead, fuck. Get Shine. Talk about it.
No, I ain't got nothing, man. I just it's good to see somebody put in the work. You know, that's pretty much it. And you can see the work actually means something for somebody that had to catch up. You know, he had a lot of catching up to do, and he's still behind in a lot of things when it comes to the little nuances of playing not just basketball, but playing the center position, like being an anchor. But yeah, I mean, I think that what Chaz mentioned about his defensive rebounding is true. I think that it's not just that, you know, also it's his timing sometimes of just being antsy, you know, when people are driving, him needing to figure out when it's a good time to contest and not getting caught in the air, and that will get him in foul trouble, which happened a lot last year. But I mean, and the defensive rebound thing is so odd, man, because I think it's more mental and more fundamental based than it is physical. He's towering over everybody on the floor. He's clearly put on some weight. It's just sometimes his box out, you know, fundamentals are just a little bit odd. The way he chooses to box out, the way, you know, he boxes out with his hands, and sometimes it gets him caught out of position. The way he attacks a rebound, just all those things. You can tell like he needs more time. He needs more seasoning, but you can see somebody slowly adding shit to where year 3, year 4, he's just going to get better and better. And I'm starting to see I'm starting to appreciate the Looney signing a little bit more because it's going to allow Missi to have to earn to play more than 20 minutes a game, and they really only need him to play that 20. But for that 20, he seems to be confident and clear on what the hell he's supposed to be doing. I got to protect the rim. I need to be grabbing rebounds, even if I'm not the greatest at them. I'm gonna be hell in transition, and I need to finish around the rim. So it's a work in progress, And I think what I always got to remember, dog, is just watching this team. You haven't been given enough players over these 20 plus years to really sit and watch have to develop year after year. They don't last long, or they're gone, or they suck, or they just don't develop at all. Or they're gone before they even develop. Missi's a case of a dude that you might have to watch him year to year before you really get a chance to kind of piece it all together, which is going to be interesting. But so far, so good, man.
5.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What you got?
I was going to say, I think Missi's on a limitless pill, to be honest. The fact that he can learn this quickly is phenomenal. Again, I think Justin mentioned it in the morning show that I and Ross watched the game, and bro, like, this dude couldn't stay off the floor. Like, his body was on the floor every second, and now it's like he's really improved. To the rebounding thing, I think Missi's been training so much. Like, his game is so finesse, so like you got taught this move, right? You got taught this floater, but rebounding is some shit you learn on a blacktop, right? It's with grown men. You getting your form pushed in your back. Pause. Like, you get knocked around, and you better try to get the rebound. This goes back to the initial statement we talked about earlier about like getting a stop. It's just like scoring. I think it's more beautiful than a block, right? Like, the shit you got to go through to get a rebound. You got to engage with another man that's trying to get a rebound. There's hands, there's elbows, there's fists, and you the one that come up with it. Like, that should give you pride to want to do that. And I just think from Willie Green's standpoint, just to be honest, like, coaches that like, this is not something that they teach. It's not something that people just want to rebound at a high level. And it has to change. And hopefully it starts with Missi, because like, he has an opportunity to be really good in this league.
Hey, I was about to give y'all some more Missi stats, but I kind of want to talk about something I don't really know if like nobody talking about. I think we might have a real competition for backup center. I think it might be a real situation if you look at it, because Karlo had 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists in 16 minutes. He was 4-6. They obviously both bring different phases of the game, but I just want to hear, like, what have y'all seen from Karlo? Is there something that Karlo does that Missi currently is not bringing to the table? Like, do you think it's a battle for minutes?
I think with Missi versus Karlo, I think you kind of see more of a pedigree with Missi versus Karlo, even at this stage. Like, you kind of see, like, with the trajectory this guy's headed on, he's going to pass this other guy up, right? I do think Karlo is going to be a person who can get you 10 points in 10 minutes, and some nights he just not going to play. Currently, though, I think, because I view him kind of more as a forward, because his rebounding wasn't that good neither. If they was playing against some real like bigs out there, I would probably respect it a little bit more. But I think Karlo gonna spend the majority of his minutes at the 4. And I know a lot of people were saying, man, Derek Queen get back. It's like, the problem with that is we don't know when he coming back. And we don't really know that. We don't necessarily know that he's going to help with that situation. But so in the meantime, you just need a motherfucker that can rebound. But I think Karlo going to be a guy who just gets easy buckets, man. Dude could jump out the gym. Didn't get to see a lot of that three-pointer. Had one 3 from the right corner that were kind of rimmed out off a nice pass. I think just generally he gonna be like a Ryan Bowen type to a lesser degree. Like come out there, play hard. Some nights he just ain't gonna play at all. But I think Missi is firmly in the lead.
Yeah. You, Chris, I see you now. You feel the same?
Yeah, I mean, because I don't think it's a I can't tell if it's a competition necessarily. Like I think Missi's going to be entrenched in the rotation no matter what, and Karlo will be sprinkled in. I think Karlo will play, and it does help that I think they play different positions. Karlo, again, as Chaz mentioned, is more of a 4, and without Queen, I mean, how many true power forwards do you have on the team? So if you choose to go double big lineup and you choose to attack rebounding because you feel like you're going to be at such a disadvantage, then you're going to need to play him, a guy like Karlo. But what he does that no one else can do is he's the fastest big you have. So from baseline to baseline, and you saw that at play. So he's a lob threat to where your point guard hasn't passed half court and Karlo's already at the rim. The only other guy on the team that has that ability is Zion. That's the only guy you'll see like that. So I think that athleticism matters. And it's just pockets where it makes him kind of a wild card because he's going to do some, he's going to make some mistakes. He's going to make some, similar to Missi, he's going to make some mistakes, but Karlo's mistakes might be, I dropped the ball or, I airballed a 3. I missed something in transition, but I might make up for it by just beating, my the guy that's assigned to me all the way down the court. It's just him being fast, him being able to space the floor, corner threes. If he's able to stick to that, there's no other big that really has that, and yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely useful. Mm-hmm. It's more so like, how are you going to manage that when Queen comes back? Before then, now, if you're talking 3 bigs, Looney, Missi, and Karlo, it's easy. Nah, ain't nobody really battling for minutes. You can ask who's closing, but they'll all play. Yeah, I mean, I just think we need more data. But the real question is when Queen comes back and you have 4 centers or 4 power forwards and centers, four big men, how do you manage it then?
The first one that rebounds at a high clip wins. That's just my prediction.
Well, you
first
got
one
8. You got 8 and 5 last year, respectively.
Well, he gets 8 because of the amount of minutes he played, right? It's not because like he's a super efficient rebounder. So I think the one that truly dominates and can impact the game by rebounding is the one that's going to get the nod, because you might want to do it quickly if you're one of the two, because they're going to play him. Like I would, if I'm Karlo, like, all right, I could shoot better than you, but I'm not going to get a ton of shots to really impact the game anyway. So the other thing I got to do is screen well, and I got to rebound like better than everybody. So that's my skill. And then eventually I'll be able to shoot a little bit more.
Follw, you think it's a competition minutes wise, or you think Missi just ran away with it?
I think it's open, but I think Missi got the lead.
For sure.
I think there's a chance though. I really do like Karlo's upside.
I'm with you. Man, before we got a couple, we go. It's an hour 14. I wanted to play a commercial real fast, but let's try to get through this so we could get to some of these hot takes and fan chats questions and we get out of here, man. We talked about Micah Peavy a little bit, man. Micah Peavy had a sequence where he got down to fit 5 people on one play, man, and then still contested the shot. I think he might have got the rebound too, and it had me looking around like, damn, I seen that before. And I think Micah Peavy go sneak up on a lot of people on this roster. Like, he gonna get some minutes, bro. Like, we talk about activity and all these other things. Like, man, Micah Peavy got it.
Yeah, man, I like what I saw from Micah Peavy. I think he's a guy that took a little while to find his rhythm defensively. up until that point, you say, Lito. The thing that's been a little interesting with me is like one-on-one, he's looked like a little lost, but it's like his first real action. Remember, he didn't really play in the summer league at all because he got hurt the first game. Right. So this is his first real action. So, but generally, I like what I see from Micah Peavy. I think he's another guy that can play really well in transition. And you go back to his college tape, hit a couple threes. I think that's Jordan Hawkins' main competition, to be honest. Especially, it was pretty telling that they didn't bring another wing onto the roster just yet. I think they might have wanted to see how this some of these preseason battles shake out. And I think so far, Micah Peavy, for his size, rebounding, passing ability in transition and shooting, he's in the lead for one of those guys to get rotation minutes.
Man, yeah, man. So look, Chaz, we gonna get to some of these joints. It's been an hour 15, man. We're gonna get to some of these over unders, bro, and then we gonna get out of here. All right. Over under Zion Williams 8.5 rebounds a game.
Under. I'll take the under.
I ain't mad at that. Chris, you here?
Yeah.
Over under Saddiq Bey 10.5 points a game.
Over. Easy.
Over.
Saddiq got that.
That's kind of low. If we being real.
What's the number then? What's the number? Put 13. A name on the bullet. 13.
13.
That's why I'm at too, Chris.
13.
Yeah, 13.
How he gonna average 13 though?
What you mean?
I mean,
he gonna take Jordan Hawkins shots.
It's the NBA. He gonna play. I mean, you got to figure he gonna play 20 plus minutes a game. Like it's gonna be. He could on this team. If they,
I think he'll get at least 10 shots tonight. He'll get at least 10 shots tonight.
Yeah. I mean, because look, I mean, like this also the thing, dog. If Zion is right. You add Trey and you add Poole.
Okay.
Role players get shots that they don't typically get. Saddiq ain't played with nobody like Zion. So he gonna be taking practice shots. And him, unlike some other guys you done had, you know what I'm saying? Like they made to knock these shots down. And Justin Wright, dog, they gonna run Saddiq into the ground.
Yeah. He gonna be the new Larry Nance. Shout out to Cole.
Yeah.
If Karlo the new Larry, Saddiq gonna be the new Larry.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Jordan Hawkins over under 33.5 from 3
percentage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the under.
33?
33.5.
Dog.
Career 34.
Yeah, I mean, bro, look. Look here, man. Look here, bro. Son, if he is shooting, no disrespect, if he's shooting Najee Marshall, Dyson Daniels percentage, New Orleans percentage from 3, bro, I mean, he'll be lucky. He gonna have to prove himself in LA Fitness or Lifetime leagues before he get overseas. Because what you doing with that? Nah, it's just not. Nah, bro. I think it's fair to say 34 is, and I think I'm gonna give him the opportunity. I'm gonna say it's over.
Last year he shot 33.1, but he also was injured.
So bad. That's so bad. It don't matter, Chaz. Injured or not, 33
is it's crazy because when you hit 33.5, you think like that's disrespectful, but it's actually a fair question.
God damn, Jordan. See, he need to look, man. I know he's not in the same planning of Ray Allen as a player, but like Ray could talk to him about shooting. Ray could talk to him about when you come off this curl, what you're looking for. Ray could talk to him about how you attack closeouts. Ray can talk to him about because it's fucked up. Like he's like Jordan ain't even Miami Ray. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not even that level to where that's how limited Jordan's that limited right now. Where Ray was at the end of his career, and that's also how great Ray Allen was. Jordan ain't even that, so he can have conversations with him in regards to that. But look, 33%.
I got a hot take question for y'all right now, for pertaining to Hawk. Can Jordan Hawkins beat Denzel Washington 1-on-1 today in basketball. I'm serious. 1-on-1 to 5 today in basketball.
Denzel Washington
Today.
actor?
Yeah, the actor. Today.
Well, look, dog.
In basketball.
Son, I watched him.
No, look, and hold up. I gotta put a caveat on it because Denzel older. All Jordan Hawkins can do is shoot. He can't attack the rim. All he can do is shoot.
I just watched that movie, dog. I just watched that movie with Denzel and ASAP Rocky, the Spike Lee joint. Mm-hmm. He chased, he hawked ASAP down to the train station, then beat him up on the train. I don't know, bro. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what kind of supplements his brother taking, bro. I don't.
Hey, man.
5 over under Jordan Poole 7.5 free throw attempts a game.
That's a great question. I'm gonna say he's gonna be at 7. So under.
Took the under. Chris, Yves Missi, over under 2 blocks a game.
He ain't gonna play enough minutes. I gotta take the under.
Damn.
But I mean,
you didn't even ride for your
man. I mean, but in his mind, dog, and in his mind, he getting 4 a night no matter what the situation is.
That's a close one.
All right, last two. Chaz, you said there's not enough rebounding. Mm-hmm. So Looney, Missi, Karlo, Queen, over under 30 combined rebounds a game.
I'm gonna say like 28, 29. It would take Looney having about 14 to really like. I think Karlo and Yves combined for like 12. I don't think Queen gonna play enough to be getting 10 and 14 rebounds. I'm gonna take the under. Slightly under, 28, 29.
What y'all say?
Between the 4 of them?
Yeah.
Like on a given night at the end of the season when we look at this is what you're referring to, right?
Yeah. The average. Yeah, 30.
I'm gonna say over. Say over.
Chris.
What's the combination?
All the bigs.
All the bigs.
Queen too?
Yeah. Queen, Looney, Karlo, and Missi.
To me, this like the Jordan Hawkins squad. Like, son, we got a problem. If you're telling me between 4 centers, between 4 big men, y'all niggas see, y'all can't see what you're doing. See, y'all can't get 30 rebounds. Y'all can't get 31 rebounds between the 4 of y'all. What are we doing? Y'all, come on, bro. But you know what though? What pissed me off is that it's not a bad question. That's how sad it is.
It's very realistic.
Ask it. It's sad that you even got to ask it, dog. But dog, come on, bro.
All right, man. Last one. This one for everybody. Team 3-point shooting percentage over under 34%. Five had an answer, yeah, and he thought about it.
That Alonzo Morton fucking me.
You say 34%?
34%.
When I think about who gonna be shooting, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because ain't too many weak link shooters on this team. I only can think of like 1 or 2 off the top of my head. So I think I'm gonna say 34-35% should be reasonable.
What y'all say? They shot 34.7 last year.
Where does that rank? What does that rank in the league?
It was bad. It was, I can't remember, but it was like 28th. Hold on,
Jesus Christ.
Let me see.
Because you gotta think Hawks shooting at least
It's
5.
24th, you say? So
24th at 34.7.
So as a team, I mean, I gotta say that they're gonna do better than last year because they did added more shooting. Herbs, we got to see what he looks like after a year off. If the 2023 year, 2024, whichever one it was, if that was fake or if there's some real to that.
About Herb, damn.
So, but at worst, you figure him to be around 34%. A full season of Trey and Zion's going to open up more 3 opportunities. So, yeah, man. I mean, and I think they have the right people shooting them, or they should have the right people shooting them. So, I'm gonna give them the over. Just, I mean, as long as Fears ain't playing.
Fears is definitely playing. So, all right, man. Let's get into some of these star questions, man. We're gonna get out of here real quick. 504 boy, my dog, $10. We appreciate that, bro. Put a little something on the pulpit. That's a gas right there. Rob McCoy says Bey and Westbrook will have our bench very, very good.
Man, I totally agree, though. I totally agree. I think after what I saw, they absolutely need Westbrook because you need someone who can end possessions, though. And Russell Westbrook can get the rebounds and end possessions, bro. Right now, you just don't have that in the front court, and it's concerning, though. To me, it's the most concerning thing on this roster, even more than shooting, is the lack of defensive rebounding.
Y'all think Westbrook in a situation now where he like, fuck it, I'll take a job anyway?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think a dude like him just won't play.
Yeah. Westbrook, though, because it's hard for me to believe that nobody offered him that. Westbrook probably sitting in front of a sewing machine, though. He probably just hung it up, to be honest, because the Kings was desperately trying to get Westbrook. At least that was the rumor. And I can't imagine Troy Weaver ain't called his partner Westbrook. Him and Westbrook partners. So I can't imagine he ain't at least make that call. At least not, yet.
Let's see, man. Boy, Trey said, man, did y'all see the presser that JP and Willie had, and Willie made JP answer a question that was directed to Willie?
I didn't see that. Five, did you see? I know you mentioned it earlier, Five. You remember what the question was?
I'm gonna have to go back and look. I probably just didn't catch it. Pause.
It's a good pause. All right, we got Mike W in the building. Shout out Mike. Mike said, if Queen were healthy, where would he have gotten minutes in the last 2 games, or whose minutes?
I think if Queen was healthy, I think you would have saw more 2 big lineups. So I think you might have saw less Peavy at the 4, and you wouldn't have saw. I don't think you would have saw Hunter Dickinson at all. But I think you would have saw less Peavy at the 4, and you might have saw. I don't think you would have. You probably didn't see Hawkins or Peavy. Honestly, I don't think. Not much of them.
What you think, Five?
Yeah, you probably limit maybe like a little bit of Carlos, right? Like a little bit of time from there. PV doesn't play the 4 at all. And then Trey out. Like there's a ton of different factors in there. So you pull in minutes from anywhere. He would have more minutes than Karlo for sure. He'd probably be what with Missi. So I don't know where you pull him from, but you find minutes for him, for Queen.
All right. Shout out to my dog right here for the $2. I was trying to see how to say your name. But that's love, right? He said, what's y'all first 10 game predictions?
I had the record up. My bad. I had it up and I had closed the window. My first 10 predictions, I got them beating Memphis. Wait, hold on, let me see. WW.
You got Memphis, the Spurs.
I got them beating Memphis, the Spurs.
The Celtics.
I got them beating Celtics.
The
I got them losing to Denver.
Clippers.
I got them. Oh Lord. I got them losing to the Clippers.
Thunder.
I got them beating the Thunder.
Hornets.
They're gonna beat the Hornets. They're gonna beat Dallas. And they're gonna beat the Spurs.
So what's that?
I got them. How many games that week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 10? I'm looking at preseason. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8.
1, 2, 3.
So
the Suns, yeah.
Oh, they're gonna beat the Suns too. So I only got us losing like I'm gonna say 7-3 just to be safe. I
like
7-3.
I like that. What you say? What you say, Follw?
I'm looking at it now. So you beat the Grizzlies. I'm gonna give you the Spurs that home game, that first home game. You could beat the Spurs, but I do think you lose to the Celtics. You lose to Denver. You beat the Clippers. You lose to the Thunder. You beat the Hornets. You squeak out a win versus the Mavericks. You lose to the Spurs in San Antonio, and you beat the Suns. So that's probably like 5-5 or 6-4.
Okay, I like that. I like 6-4. I like 6-4. Let's see, man. We got a couple more. Shout out to the wealthy few. What's y'all projected starting lineup on opening night with everybody available? Good question.
Oh man, I don't like this. Man, I don't like this stuff.
Good question. It's a good question.
I don't like the start lineup though, just because of the rebounding. But Poole, Herb, Trey, Zion, and Looney. Looney gonna have a lot of weight on the shoulders.
What you say?
It's the same.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the over Herb, Trey, Zion, Poole, and Looney?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm with
like Missi gonna have to take the job away from him. He's not gonna give him the job.
Real. This wasn't a question, man, but I started this because shout out to Chuck Nolan. He said the NBA isn't a developmental league. I think this is the problem with the NBA.
BYOB.
This is why the NBA is in whatever
the brick shit house.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So yeah, man, do better. All right. Inkstar said, "What's the word on Looney, if any? Y'all heard anything?"
I ain't heard nothing about him aside from it ain't that serious. But I'm at the stage where, man, seeing is believing. If he announced in that starting lineup versus the Grizzlies, I believe it. Until then, I mean, he was back and he walked Jose to the back of the locker room, so he had to be all right, because he didn't stay in the locker room. So I would imagine he's okay.
Man, last one right here, man. Game I was born said, how many total? I'm assuming he's saying threes. How many total threes we shoot?
You mean like per game?
I guess you mean per game.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I think that's a lot.
Willie said what, 12 as a team last year? Was it?
No, he said 40 as a team.
40. Okay.
I don't think you get to 40.
I don't think you get to 40 either. I said 12. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think you get to 40.
I think you could comfortably get to me, it depends on. Yeah, it'll be tough. I think you could get to, if Trey's shooting like 8, Poole probably shooting about 7, 8, that's 16. Let's say you get 4 from Hawkins, that's 20. Jose probably shoots about 4. That's 24.
Yeah.
Peavy probably give you 2, 26.
Trey Alexander, if you play him.
Trey Alexander, man, I'll be shocked if he play. But let's say Trey Alexander play. He probably give you about 3 attempts. Let's say that.
Malik.
You think y'all think this dude's playing?
I don't know, bro. I just never know with this team.
You said Saddiq? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Saddiq probably shoot about 5 of them. I think you could get to about 32 threes.
I'm with you, Chaz.
I'm gonna go plus 3, 35. 35, 36.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
You
And
say
like,
30. Go ahead.
and I'm just gonna say, like, they don't run anything. So that's why that's the hesitancy I have, right? It's all like pick up threes in a sense. So if they were running actions that looked at threes, or your ATOs are drawn up to get threes, it might uptick a little bit, but until I see that, there's no need to. I don't see them getting to 40.
For sure, man. Well, man, look, it's been an hour 35 minutes. Somebody tell me what the lights at. Lights at, man. What we on? It ain't enough. I can tell you that. But while they trying to figure that out, we gonna play this commercial, man, and we go bounce.
The shiggity.
Where my dog Scott at?
Hey, you dropped your wallet. And this just in, attorney Scott Vicknair was seen chasing an ambulance. Wow.
For real?
But that's David Vicknair, not Scott.
I'm still confused.
Ambulance chaser?
Hey, you dropped your mom?
My wallet. Oh, thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Scott. You know what I'm saying? That's our dogs over there. Ronald said we had 95. Oh, come on, man. It's 95. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, we need 5 more likes, man. Y'all stop playing. Let's end a note on 5 more likes. Can we get 5 more likes? Just to, man. We out here. Damn, we ain't got a game for a minute, too. The show's dropping, but we ain't got a game for a minute.
We might have to. Y'all. Matter of fact, y'all drop a comment. What y'all want to pot about, since we ain't really got no games. What y'all want to talk about, man? 99.
Shout the game out, going, man. Hey, yo, man, make sure y'all DM me y'all email addresses at ChatterChaz on Twitter and on Instagram, because the preseason. Well, we got about 2 preseason games left. So we at 102. Shout out to my dog Ronald. So y'all can win this raffle for a free prize, man. Appreciate all y'all rocking with us for real.
Yeah.
Long off season.
Man, on that note, man, let's get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Appreciate y'all, my dogs, Chaz, 5. Up to Chris, man. Chris Internet, you know what I'm saying? He be back, though.
He was battling, dog.
Yeah, he was fighting. My dog put up a fight.
He was cooking with Crisco oil.
Oh, man.
His Internet got Herb Jones defense, man. It was just crazy hate on my dog, man. Hold on, last one. Ingram or Trey, who will be better this season? I'm gonna say Trey.
I think that might have been a show idea. I think basketball was saying.
I
could be wrong though.
My bad, basketball.
We might use it though.
Yeah, we might still use it.
Yeah, we could do it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let Justin got some smoke. Some Toronto podcaster chop my dog shit up, and he
Wait, that dude. You know what's crazy? That dude. Because somebody hit me up. I don't know him personally, but I know that dude. That dude he just a Brandon Ingram stan. He don't work with the Raptors at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
I thought the Senator Justin. I was like,
I understand the smoke, man. All right, he's staying.
Hey, bro, I wasn't able to be on the show for the Brandon Ingram joint. I was really upset. Really upset. I just thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was asinine that he would do that.
We could do a part 2. Ain't about nothing.
It'd be another segment on a show or some shit like that.
Another segment. Yeah, I was disappointed too. He didn't need to do that. He didn't need to do that, man. But all right, man, we out of here, man. Peace.
All right, y'all.